Welcome to CopperOwlCoins.
Say my name.
CopperOwl.
You're
Doggone
right. Say my name.
We don't need to say it more than once. Okay, guys, the format's going to be kind of wild. I'm down here in the bottom left corner. I may have to reset my phone camera here. It's going to do some crazy things while we're here, but you're going to see mainly this part of the desk here. Everything is makeshift right now. So I want to welcome you all into this little adventure we call CopperOwlCoins on the road. So hopefully everybody can hear, and we'll get things going. The Wise Out is open. I don't have all the scenes that I'm used to having on my OBS setup because I'm on my work computer actually. So we'll have to go without a few things. We still have a lot of videos and sounds and music and all that kind of stuff, but we will do our best to get through this today. One box of $50, 10 of rolls have been spoken for, so 40 are still available. I'm going to try to open up that Wise Owl just a little bit longer. I realize that was kind of short. If I can find it. If I can find it. Oh my goodness. I have way too many things open to be doing this for anything worthy of any. Yeah, it'll be a little crazy. So just like that, yeah, I gotta get the camera to come back. So it's going to be a little disjointed, I promise you. Not that I'm proud of that, but that's what it's going to be. I don't know how better to put that. So BH Ringer, I may be leaning on you today, man. I don't know. I'm sorry. This light is it's giving us light to be able to see things, but I can't get it out of the camera's view. So we'll do our best. You would laugh if you saw my setup here. And the Nightbot is now in a 24-hour timeout. Thank you for that, Nightbot. It's always fun. Let me see if I can get the right. There we go. Okay, I'm going to reopen those entries for you guys, and we'll go from there. Oh, it's going to be a little bit crazy today, guys. I do apologize. So far, that's not too bad. And I need to see if I can do an extra screen here. Nope, that's not going to work. So I guess I've got to flip-flop screens when I can. You know what? We'll just have to share the whole screen and come back to it that way. Okay. That being said, let's come back over here then. You're going to see some crazy things here with my phone. I apologize. That's just going to be the way it is. It's going to be a little bit of a nuisance, but let's just try to get through it. So let me see what else I can do here. I was hoping to have chat up here where I can see it. So let me try to do that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Trying to get it set up here. That's all the bigger it wants to be. What in the world is going on? I'm trying to get it right, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not even seeing the chat right now to know what I'm not doing right. But here we go. I think I finally got that figured out. Maybe. And then maybe I can... It's really touchy on getting things just right here. So there we go. That might be as good as I can get it. So you'll see all the chat here. Yeah, that was a cool trip to the mint. Okay. Tomic D, welcome back. Hey, you're catching me on the road, Tomic. So it's going to be a little disjointed today. I do apologize. So make sure you're getting in on the Wise Owl. We have 50 rolls that we're going to hunt today. 10 of them have been claimed. Elizabeth Flood is first up with 10 rolls. So 40 rolls still remain. I'm going to have no idea how many likes I have, so I'm going to have to trust somebody like BH or pointing around to let me know. Big help today, guys. I promise you, you're going to be a huge help. So let me get back over to that. Got 24 users in. I'm going to go ahead and close it up. And let's pick our Wise Owl player for today. Wise Owl is going to be Tom Thumb. Tom Thumb, you won yesterday on Ravenhawk, didn't you? That's cool. Let's see what we've got for you today, Tom Thumb. Looks like he is here. So, Wise Owl, going to be Tom Thumb. Let me know how many silvers you think we're going to find in 50 rolls today. I don't have my chart to be able to tell you exactly what the prize is, but I got a fairly good idea. I think my phone just decided to go to sleep again. I'm not sure if we'll have many redeemed. The redeems may not really work today. 21, let's go. Okay, well, that'll, on a 50 roll hunt, that'll definitely get you into the 90%. So I'm going to put down 21, 90%, half as the potential prize. If we get more than 20, you'll get that 90% half. If we hit 21 exact, you'll get 2 of them. So that's how that's going to work. I'm going to go ahead and close this out. And we will wait to see how many likes we have from some of our trusted colleagues here. Oh, man, do not tell me I'm going to have to do that all the time. That's going to get really annoying. Okay. I'm going to have to find a way where I can look at the chat as well as everything else. So let me rearrange this side just a little bit so I don't have to constantly flip back and forth there. That's going to be the problem. So I'm improvising today, guys. Nothing short of improvising everything. None of these windows like to be resized at all, except on their terms. So, okay, we'll go with that. Okay, we'll do our best, guys. But let's get into roles for Elizabeth Flood. Let me see if I can do some banners here that will show. Let's see. Search. With 10. All right. Let me edit that one more time. Sorry, it's a little disjointed, guys. It's okay, so that's that one. Let's show that one. Here we go. Why is it not scrolling? I don't know what's going on, guys. I don't normally deal with this stuff, so. Let me get one up here with our stats for the day. I thought this thing would be scrolling, but of course it's not. 0 miscellaneous. Okay. Okay, there we go. I don't know what. This is getting really frustrating for me because things are now being hidden. Save. There we go. Show. No, I can only show one at a time. That stinks. I'm trying to make it work, guys. It's not going to help that I got to redo that every flipping time. Can only show one banner. Okay. Elizabeth Flood has 10 rolls. Okay, we're going to go with this. Done messing around. Got these from one of my banks here in California that I also have a branch in Kansas City for. And I don't see any silver right off the top on these enders. If we find KC marked coins, then I'll be really surprised this time. So who knows? Let me see if I can adjust this just to give you a little bit so I can get up above the banner there. So, all right. Well, we're just going to get started. I'm going to tear off these so we can get going and get my return bag ready here. Don't have to mix those up today. So, might find a Tupac. That's true. That is true. You never know. So, maybe we'll get lucky and find one. So, I'm going to pull out 10 rolls for you, Elizabeth, and we're going to get going on that. There we go. And if anybody else would like rolls, it is a standard $3 per roll. We usually do it in groups of 10. So for 10, it would be 30, 20 would be 60, 30 would be 90, and the remaining 40 would be 120. So that's how it's going to go. That's how we're going to do it. I'm going to do my best to keep things in camera for you. When the camera decides it's going to stay open, I'm not sure how to make that work. All right, looks like we've got 20 more rolls from Oh No Not That Guy. So that'll give us 20 more rolls available. Thank you so much. And we'll go from here. Hopefully we'll get it to all work out. All right. Actually, we're down to, okay, Colonel's collecting, detecting, take the last 20. So we are sold out, guys. Thank you so much. All right, we are sold out. Thank you, guys. Oh, okay. Give me a second, guys. The screen's going to go a little crazy, but I need to, well, maybe not. I need to check something. So hang in there. I need to see if Janelle was already in before Colonel's. And if so, then Janelle looks like she was in for 10. Colonels, you may only have 10 available to you. So let me double check on that. Because if she's already in with her payment, then I need to go with that. Hopefully that will make sense. Colonel's collecting and detecting. All right, Lucinda, good to see so many of you. Chris Helms, Ronnie Adventures, Perry Martin, Lucinda, Coining Around, Elizabeth Flood, BH Ringer, Colonel's collecting and detecting. Let me see what I've got in. Okay. It looks like, no, guys. Yeah. So Elizabeth, I have you. Oh no, that guy, I've got you. So that would be 30. Then Janelle Sonoda wanted 10, and I see her payment here. So that would get us down to only 10 available. And let me refresh here and see, because we might have had somebody jump in late wanting some, not realizing we only have 50 rolls available. Perry Martin, did you just send in for 20 rolls? No, Janelle, I've got your money. It's fine. He's fine getting the last 10. So Colonel's collecting. There's only 10 available. If you want to get in on those, that's fine. Okay, I'm sorry. It looked like it must be an old payment, and that's what got me to, pushing pause here. So, okay, so I'm going to have Janelle Sonoda with 10, and then Colonel with 10. Okay, good. We are still sold out. I just had to get the order correct. So the order that I have is going to be Elizabeth Flood with 10. Oh, no, no, that guy. Oh, no, not that guy with 20. Janelle Sonoda with 10, and then Colonel's collecting with 10. I will do my best to keep everything segmented here, guys. Well, there's my phone doing its funny thing again. Okay, great. And I'm sorry, guys. Texts and notifications coming in on my phone are going to show up here where this hand is at. I do apologize for that. I value your anonymity, as much as I can, and I can't get around it today, so I'm sorry. All right, Elizabeth Flood, let's go. Hopefully we will find some silver in these. All right, I see it there, Colonel, so thank you so much. And we're off. I need a discard bag. All right, sorry it took a while, guys. It is a little bit of a madhouse here, so I did not give you your good luck wish. What am I thinking here?
Good luck.
Hello, Tupac. I don't know. I don't know that I'll be able to see. Awesome, Perry. That's great to hear. I don't know if I'll be able to see any of the stars or happy poops or anything like that come out too. So my window is so little. So I'm down here in the bottom left. So I will pull the DDOs aside, the DDO potentials aside, and most of those I'll have to look at after the fact. We have a find, I will bring it up to the camera like that. It'll be a 2017 NIFC. Sorry about the lighting, but that's what I got. So we've got an NIFC on the board already. Took forever the last couple weeks for that. There's a 74 we can look at. I had this set up, ironed out last time I was on the road, but for some reason, I'm not able to keep track of it. So I'm going to have to loop any of these DDO potentials here. So it will be interesting. I'm going to look at these 74D, nothing, and another one, nothing. All right. And the screen goes back to that. It's going to be a crazy one, guys. I do apologize. All right. So we got an NIFC on the board. Let me get the banner updated there. Save and show. All right. All that for ads are working. All right. I hope that isn't going to be too much of a headache. I realize that, I have not done ads at all on my streams for probably 3 years. And, part of this is earning some revenue from that. So we've got our second 2017, if I can find the camera. Come on, camera. 2017. But yeah, we're going to do our best today. Hello, guys. Welcome in to a very modified version of what we normally do. I call 2020s an NIFC. I know there's some debate over that, but we'll call it an NIFC. You might be seeing a few texts that pop in too, so I do apologize if that happens. Let me edit that to be 3 NIFCs so far. And we'll come back here. And this will be a little cumbersome. All right. Those aren't going there. Totally out of my element, so we're going to do the best we can. Thank you for the likes update, BH. Why is it doing that? Oh my gosh. Look at this. Well, that doesn't look like it's doing its job. Let me close that out. Let me try to reopen that. It looked like it got a little jammed up, so. You know what? Maybe I got a better idea. Trying to get something to change here. I might be onto something here. Hold on. Okay. There we go. That might actually work better. That might work better. Let me bring in a different window here. Camera. What? Okay, I'm trying to get this worked out here. I thought I had it. And we might have it. All right. I think we've got it better now, and it's not going to go away on me. It's not been easy, and I can't promise it's going to be real smooth, but we will do what we got to do. We got time for one box. It might take all 4 hours. All right. I think I've got you back where I can do this, and everything's just not on the right side for me doing this. So, all right. I wish I'd had a chance to do this a little bit more last night, but that trip to the mint was a long trip. Got another 2020 here, so we'll call that as an NIFC. And there's a 2005 NIFC. So right now it's an NIFC fest. Your birds are at the bottom of their cages looking at each other, huh? Is it a standoff? Bird versus bird? Kind of funny. Like the old Wild West tune there. All right. Hello, scrap metal. We're not going to have a lot of the redeems today because my format is just different and I can't really do anything about it. So we'll just have to roll with it. Tell you what, I'm going to update NIFCs a little less frequently just so we can keep things going. I don't have my standard tool there for it. Got some bright and shiny 2023s. And Elizabeth and everybody, I'm not sure that I can accommodate NIFCs. We're just going to count them today. If you want them, I'll figure out a way to make that happen. If not, we'll have to just return them. We might keep track how many, and then I'll do an exchange for you or something like that. Got one on the ground. Redeem Cowboys will win the Super Bowl. See, there is no such redeem for that. Making that one easy. All right. Sounds good, Colonel. If you want your NIFC, same rule applies. Unless we have a special request, I would give you the best of each date and mint that's here. So there would only be, possibly one of each date and mint that is able to be sent. All right. No 74 DDO. I did find a 74 DDO in the box that was not chosen last week. I didn't find any silver, so nobody was missing out on that. I think I found a 71 and a 74 DDO. So that was kind of okay, but not really thrilling. So we feel like this will get us through the day today. My hope is that I'm not going to be here 2 weekends for this. Not because I don't want to be here and do this, but the difficult thing is I'll probably be getting back on a Saturday. So I think I'll have to ask some favors of the home front, especially from Mrs. Owl, to pick up some coins for me to work with. So 26 people here. I know there's other streams that are already going, but we'll do the best we can with who we got. I appreciate all 26 of you coming and being here. We got Tomic D over in Poland. Hey, Tomic, my son got back from Poland. He got me a proof Polish set. I haven't seen it yet, but I can't wait to see it. I'm not even sure what year. I think it'd probably be more current. Talk real sweet to her, yeah. That might be the only way. They'll have to move some money around for her so she can make that happen. Another 2017. Hard to see there, I know, but it's there. Why would I lie about it? It's an NIFC. So did everybody enjoyed the, I found what American Eagle Hoarder sleeve coin holder. I seen. Let's go. Thank you, Coin Around member, for 37 months as a Spotted Owl member. That is a huge help every month. That means he is committed to every month supporting this channel. We return the favor over on his channel. And there's all kinds of things like gifted memberships and things and all kinds of things that we can do for one another. So we'll do that whenever we can. Let's see. I think that brought us up to what, 6 NIFCs already? And save and show. There we go. 3 more rolls to go for you, Elizabeth. Oh, you thought you had lost it. Okay. That's cool. 82D no FG. That's interesting because it's really the 82P that's the one that you want to find. And do we have a proof? Nope, just a really nice shiny 1990D. And we've got Coin Around gifting out 1 Copper Owl Coin membership. Thank you so much. That's going to go to Charles Latre. And JC Likes Pam has been now a member, Barn Owl member. He says, more. 41 months. Thank you so much. Only 21 silvers to go. That's right. And there's a 2018. Some people think that might be the last year. Well, 2017 might be the last year of the NIFCs, but I know that people have found full boxes of them. I got to call it at some point, so I just called it 2020. And you can define it however you like. I don't know that there's a definitive word on it officially. If there is, I haven't seen it. So that'll give us 7 NIFC. I'll update that when I'm done with these next 2 rolls. Make it easy. I'm hoping people are just busy today or something because we're down to 20 people. Not used to being that low. I know there's some other things like Coin Crew and all that. They're on for a while longer. But we usually get into the 30s by now, so gotta go wake some people up. I woke up early to get this going. It's early out here on the West Coast. It was just noon. I'm putting off lunch until later. Thought it was at 5 today. No, I had it in wrong. Yeah, I had it at 2 o'clock Pacific when I meant to be 2 o'clock Central. The time element got me. So if you were seeing 2 o'clock, if I was saying 2 o'clock Pacific, then that would have been what, 5 o'clock on the East Coast. So that's my fault. I'm glad you found us. That might be the big thing, is I threw the curveball at everybody. So go jostle them. Let them know that it's not later, it's now. Kind of my own worst enemy when it comes to that. Been doing laundry this morning, so I have clothes this week out here on the road. And that's that. This morning. A little breakfast. Tried hard to get this thing set up so there was fewer flaws, but it's working out. Let me go ahead and update our ticker one more time to get that 7th IFC on there. And so, Elizabeth, we got 7 NIFCs for you. I don't have any of my coins to help out with this, but let me look real quick here. So for 10 rolls, you would be getting a 40, a 90% dime, and a war nickel. So let me get that written down. Elizabeth, what do you want to do with your NIFCs here? I've got get it sorted out here. You would be getting 4 if you want them. I would say that one, these 2 would be the ones. Yeah, I'm sorry, JC. I'm sorry. You'll take them? Okay. So of the 7, you have 4 unique ones here. They're the best 4. So we go with that. Need to get a few windows open here before I do something crazy. Yeah, we don't need that. Okay, a little better. All right, so I'm going to toss these 3 back. 7, 4 extras be 40% plus 90% dime plus war nickel, and you'll get a spin on the wheel. How many shuffles would you like, Elizabeth? I'm going to get some music going while we have that chance. She says 6. All right. Good luck, Elizabeth. Let's have a little background music. If it'll play, we shall see. All right, let me get that pulled up. I'm going to have to switch screens here. Okay, let's get over here to the wheel for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shuffles, and here we go. What are we going to get from Miss Elizabeth?
UNC mixer.
Okay, so Elizabeth, unfortunately, I am out of uncirculated mint sets. I meant to take that off the wheel before today, but that isn't what happened. So I can respin is what I'm going to do. Sorry about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see if we can't do it. Pay up. I'm working on it, David. It's not like I've had the chance to go get any since then. Time. That's probably worth more than the mint set anyway. So, all right, Elizabeth, we've got you taken care of there. I'm going to have those. Spin the next to those. In your spare time, yeah. All that spare time. The thing is, you got to find the right person to get those from, because uncirculated mint sets should go for a couple bucks. No, when it says UNC mint set, that's not a proof set. If it says proof set, it's proof set. So that's my fault that it was still there. I had a feeling that it would come back to haunt me if I didn't get it fixed, but here we go. All right. Let me share back the camera. There we go. A little better, I think. Have any $10 proof sets? I want to bid and play. You bet, David. No problem. Hey, $10 proof sets. I mean, you have some point sets. Okay. You know, there's some of them that I would pay $10 for. More modern ones, of course, are really expensive. So that's why a lot of them that you'll see here are probably 70s, 80s, 90s. Every once in a while, we'll get one pulled together that is probably one of those bigger, better prizes for like a milestone giveaway. So let's keep rolling. Thank you, Elizabeth Flood, for your rolls today. I'm going to get the next 20 rolls out for Oh No, Not That Guy. I am accumulating stuff for the 2,000 sub giveaway. That is a date to be determined in the future. I've got slab coins. I've got items people have gifted. I've got a 5-ounce copper owl, which should be fun. I wish I could show you the stuff that you're getting like I normally do, but that's a tough one to do today because I don't have it with me. All right. Oh, no, not that guy. Let's get you a good luck.
Good luck.
And you know, if we find a proof, we'll play this, but sometimes you just got to know.
I want the proof! You can't handle the proof!
Right? And then...
As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
Yep. Okay. Good luck. Oh, no, not that guy. Here we go with yours. You have about 8 or 9 in your binder. Nice. I think you got one from me last week, so you'll have more when I get that package sent. I might end up sending 2 packages now. You've got quite an accumulation of stuff, Elizabeth. Not an NIFC right off the bat for you. Oh, no, not that guy. You'll have to let me know what you want to do with NIFCs when we get them. And your rolls. Is that a yes? A yes for what? Roger Reardon, I am in California. Out here in, I'm not near Hollywood, but I just call it Hollyweird. No DDO on that 74. Turkeys can fly down a mountain for miles. All right. I did not know that. Makes sense. I mean, they're just gliding. The Dales, Oregon here. Okay. Yeah, I'm in California this week for business. I was last week, and I ended up sticking to the weekend so I could be here bright and early tomorrow morning. Rather than flying halfway across the country back home just to do laundry, pack it, and get back on a plane to come back. It seemed like a long way to do laundry. Oh, Exod. I'm going to say it depends on what year you're wanting. I'm sorry, I misunderstood your question. I'll tell you what, Exod, would you please email me so that I don't lose track of this and we can discuss that? I'm not sure which ones I have and how much I would value them at. Any year American currency. Shipping alone. Call it 13 and I'll get you one. How about that? You want to send me 13? That should take care of getting one and the shipping to send it to you. Oop, yeah, look at this one. Domesticated butterballs are turkeys that can't fly. Domesticated butterballs. I love it. Oh, 15. Okie dokie. All right. I will, if you're good with any year, I can pretty much tell you it'll be from the 70s, 80s, or 90s. I just don't know which year. Nope, no silver on that one, even though the edge looked a little more favorable. That's an NFC or a DDO potential. Wild turkeys fly up in trees and roost every night. Here's a 2020. Call that a NIFC. Oh no, not that guy. What did you want to do with your NIFCs? Might be a little early to tell, so just at least by the end of your rolls, let me know. Not working. Okay, thank you, Exxon. Yep, coin around should be coin around should be on after us at about 5:45 Central Time. We'll be on at his regular time. I'm the one having to do the time gymnastics to get it right. Today, I'm where he usually is. Although you can't really say that because you spend a lot of time in Missouri. I think you're more usually in Missouri and come visit California for a little while. Which is kind of wild. What's the choices for NIFCs? So if you want to keep some of them that you've found, I will give you the best of each year and mint that we find. So if you find 5 2018s, I'll give you the best one from Denver and the best one from Philly if you have both of those. If they're all Denver, you'll get one of them. You'll get the best one from Denver. If that makes sense to you. Nine NIFCs today. 9 likes from 50. Does that mean there's 41? I got to be a smart aleck. I almost said it. Tell you what, let me try something real quick. There, I kind of like that better. Let me work on that one here. All right. Now I don't feel so small. Kelly Bundy thought turkeys could fly for Hank. Doing a trim and cab in a 50,000 square foot House one morning. Turkey was on the third roof up, 35 feet up. I rubbed my eyes. Oh my goodness. Tupac and that turkey. Tupac has got some stories. Another 2017. So good example of that would be you've got a 2020D and two 27. Well, you got a D and a P on the 2017. So right now you'd be looking at 3 NIFCs potentially coming your way. I didn't really finish answering your question there. So you have 3 unique ones, you'd get them all. But if you wanted to trade those in, I would trade in the value of what's being kept, right? So if you wanted to trade those 3 in, that'd be $1.50. I'd probably be looking at something like a Indian head, an older Indian head cent, something like that. The more you get, though, up to I think like 40, I would trade up to like a $20 something, and we'd figure out what that might be. So you get value for what you find. I just have to have some ranges there that keep it financially responsible for me too in the whole process. I was actually really happy to get this box of $50 this week. Couldn't believe that they had one for me. Really cool. Didn't even have to ask them for it. Just, it was there. We got 34 people in. That's feeling a little more like normal. Thank you so much, guys. No DDO on that 74. And let's see, we are on roll number 7 for you. Oh no, not that guy. Famous coast to coast. I don't know about famous, but I do get to both coasts every now and then. I think infamous was the word you were looking. Nope, there's another 2020D. So there'd be your first duplicate. I'd just give you the better of the two. 43 likes. All right, guys. Getting close. 2017 again, a Denver. So you have a few duplicates. And at least we're getting NIFCs out of this box. I didn't know what to expect from one here on the West Coast. No, that is not what I said. Oh, no, that guy. I give you precious metal value in the amount of the face value of NIFCs that I can give you. Good try, though. That was really actually pretty good try. Let's see, 3 more. Bring us up to 12 NIFCs. Got 5 total, and I think you've got 3 unique ones right now. Let's see that KC guy marked coin. That's right. We find one out here. I'll know Tupac took him home with him when he went back to San Diego, and somehow it made it all the way north here. Seems fair to you. Yeah, well, if I had $20 gold, that would be pretty crazy. I think I've only ever laid eyes on a couple of them. One of them was yesterday. No DDO on that 74. I wish I had the microscope here with me, guys. That would be kind of fun. Dime boxes are hard on the eyes, that is for sure. Yep, coin around Dion at 6:45 Eastern Time. That's 5:45 in the middle of the country. 4:45 when you get to them Rocky Mountains, and then 3:45 out here, which is crazy to even say, but that's how it works. Winner? I don't know. Are you a winner? I do have the link to the EOS comment video pinned at the chat down below, so make sure that you get a chance to get your comment in. It's on a short video this week, because that's what I could do for the comment video this week. I'm on the road. I don't have that prepared ahead of time because I don't know if I'm going to get anything. I was really anticipating having a nickel hunt today, but it worked out. Dennis Stewart, hello. Welcome in. I might have somebody I've never seen before joining in the chat because I made a few acquaintances in the line at the bank these last couple weeks. So always fun if that kind of thing turns into people watching. So what else can I say? Actually, this is the halfway point of your rolls. We're at 10 rolls. 10 rolls left. You're still going to get some stuff. 74D opportunities there. Another 2017D. Man, these guys like the 2017s and 2020s. Craziness. All right. And look at these 74s. No DDO on that one. No DDO on that. Jamie says, good luck. Thank you, Jamie. Such a considerate bird. Last 10 rolls for, oh no, not that guy. So far he's got, I think, 6 total NIFCs. So, yep. NIFCs have been plentiful out here. Of course, this come from a flat fed box, so surprised that there wasn't more of a Brinks box available, but I'll take what I can get out here. I'll return these tomorrow. I might just be able to get something else to hunt while I'm here this week. I gotta be careful though, because I don't want to get stuck with a bag full of coins I can't do anything with and a plane to go catch. That's always fun to run into people though in the lines. They look at it and be like, what the, why do you have so many of these? Because I do. Because it's fun. Okay. We will try to do a name game. Not really going to be able to do it between boxes, but we'll do it after this box. Before we dive into some quarters. And the quarters is just going to be for fun. I'm not really looking to do anything specific with those other than just have some fun hunting them. And I might pick on some people to have a couple rolls. Who knows? I don't even know yet. 104 there. Holy cow, man, that is hot. The trick out here is it's drier than back home, so it doesn't have to get as hot. And I stopped thinking about drinking the water, so you got to keep drinking the water. When it's like really humid back home in Kansas, then I think about the water all the time. When it's drier, it kind of tricks my mind into thinking, you don't need that. Another 2020 NIFC. Nice looking 2017 NIFC. We got a few more of those coming your way. Please tell me that's not a KC. Please tell me that's not a KC. I don't think it is. I think it's a 2. So a 2 was written on that one. Not sure why. They needed it to be worth 2. Another 2020. $47 likes. Keep them coming, guys. Couple more. We'll have that. We'll have that giveaway. All right, we've still got 7 rolls to go here. Yep, 77% humidity. There's a lot of times we're in like the 90s with 80 to 90% humidity. It's just crazy. Doesn't have to be scorching hot to be hot. Another 2020. We got a bunch more NIFCs we're going to add to the board here. Yep. Let's see. Nope. 320. I don't know what that's all about, but I hope that one's not a DDO. It would definitely not be a very good looking one. Stafford says, let's go. Hello, Stephen Stark. Welcome in. We're up to 40 people, man. I can't believe it. On one of these disjointed days where I'm gonna make up the format as I go. Oh, quite a day. I'll take that kind of result though. And I'll take it because I know after this, I gotta do some work. I'm not gonna be able to get to the mail on this stuff this week, another NIFC. Not going to be able to get to it until later this week, maybe even next weekend before I get to it. So everybody just be patient, and Elizabeth, your continued patience for your package is very much appreciated. I know I've got a big package. 74 DDO on that one. All right. Let's open up another roll here. 5 left for you. Oh, no, that guy. Let me update this first. 6 more NIFCs. Up to 18 NIFCs today. Pretty crazy. Tim, I think I've got it sent. I've sent everything that I owed people out last week. It's just this week the stuff that I'm doing right now, I won't be able to get out. So yours should be on the way. Oh, man, over Miami. It only gets weird if you make it weird. Nobody was thinking that. You must still be feeling ill, man. You're delusional. You're thinking of stuff that doesn't exist. That or you're just delirious from all the work. All right, guys, we had a giveaway going. And rather than switch screens, I'm just going to do it. You'll see it pop up in the chat, I think. No, there's no package cam. This isn't OnlyFans. All right, I'm going to pick our silent giveaway winner. There were 27 of you that figured out that we were doing that. So congratulations to you. You have the chance to win. So here we go. The winner's going to be Tammy King. All right. Tammy King. I guess I should have changed it anyway. Congratulations, Tammy King. Let's see how many spins you want on the wheel. I will switch it over. All right. How many shuffles would you like? She says 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. How many will what will Cammy King get for her prize? I'm going to get an Indian head sent for your prize. Thank you for playing. And thank you for getting in on that silent giveaway. I was hoping that maybe that would bring in enough people to get our likes above 50 and we'll just do another giveaway. So let's see where we're at with that. Maybe we're still a little bit shy. Who knows? Who knows? Speaking of who knows.
Find out what language this is. Waarschijnlijk klopt neer maar staan immer die storbaat staat.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just that clear. Get the other screen back up here. All right, here we go. We'll do the likes giveaway when we get to 50. We'll add to our EOS, which honestly, I don't have the coins with me. I'm not even sure what foreign coin we'll put in there. It might be Pig Latin. Looks like 50 likes is in. Let me hear from a mod to confirm that. Another 2020 NIFC. 52 says Exod. Hey, Ron Pierce. Good to see you. The mint yesterday was really, really fun. Mark Cummins says there's 50. Sounds like a number of people are saying 50, so we'll probably just roll with that. Almost sound like Jabba of the Hutt. The Pizza Hut? The Pizza Hut? All right. Let me get 50 likes up and running. 50 likes. We'll spin twice. Once for you, once for the EOS. If your name is called, we'll spin for you. 3 minutes to get those giveaways in there, guys. Make it happen. Light it up. Let's get back up over 40 people again. Let's keep it up there. Keep thinking I'm seeing what could be a proof, but those 23s, I've seen them thin, I've seen them wide. I'm never quite sure. All right. Down to 2 rolls left for you. I don't know that guy. Keep hoping I'm going to find something like a proof or something just to mix up the monotony of the NIFCs that we're getting. By the way, we have 2 more laying here I haven't written down or put on the scroll yet. We'll do that after your last roll. All right, we're down to the last roll. Hey, B. Waller, good to see you too. Thanks for stopping in. We're doing this remote, so I've got a little different setup today. Just end up paying for another year of StreamYard, so here we go. Need to spend time between this year and next year evaluating options. They're just getting real expensive. A couple of shiny edges in it. I don't know if we got anything. There's another NIFC 2017. Yeah, this turned out to be 2023s with really bright edge. All right, that is it. Man, that was good timing with that giveaway. Holy cow. All right, let's do the giveaway, then we'll get you settled up here. And first, I'm going to put in the NIFCs so I don't forget about them. Got 3 more to put in there. 21 total, so that must mean you've got about 15 of them here that I need to look through and see what we've got, and then I'll let you know. Yeah, I'm on the road, so I don't have my regular streaming computer and set up with me. So watch the chat, guys. The winner will be up there in just a second. 32 people got in. Good luck to all 32 of you on the 50 likes giveaway. Here we go. Dan McHugh. Dan has one. Dan McHugh. All right, Dan, he says 5 shuffles. We'll jump back over there. That window. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Dan McHugh. Here we go. What are we going to get you? It's like a little harder to find 2024 Philadelphia nickel. All right, Dan. And let's see what we're going to add to our EOS. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like that's going to get a war nickel to go with a foreign coin. All right, here we go. So, I'll tell you, this week, if we get to 75, we'll do a 75 like. How about that? But, you know, what we did just do was this one. Just like that. So let's see here. We've got, oh no, not that guy. Fines were, and oh no, that guy. They thank you, BH, for keeping that up to date for me today. I really do appreciate that. What a hoot! Let's see. We've got 4, 8, 12, 14. So I was off by 1. 14 of these for you. I think I'm off on my count then because we had 6 before. No, she had 7. We're good. Okay, so 17D, 2020D. That one's not even going to be in consideration because it's already beat out by 1. So at most you'd be getting would be 3. You got a 2017 Philly. Couple nice options for your 2017 D. I'll go with that one. And then let's see, trade them all you want. You need to check them. Okay. All right. I'm going to trade you out. I'll get you an Indian head cent for the 3 that you would have been keeping anyway. So, let's see. 14 NIFCs. 3, 4. All right, we'll get you an Indian head cent out of all those. I do appreciate that. Let me move these over here. Keep everybody's rehunts separated. If I don't knock over the stack of my own doing. All right. So let's see, your extras. You'll have 2 spins on the wheel. Your extras are going to be 2 40% halves, a dime, and a dime, and then 2 wheel spins. Thank you, Coining Around, for a gifted membership. That's going to go out to our friend Mike Schleiz. Thank you so much. Those gifted memberships really add up. So, oh no, not that guy. Let me know how many shuffles you would like on the wheel purchase bonus wheel. All those gifted memberships are very welcome, guys. I do appreciate them. They help support this channel, help me do things like pay for shipping and stuff like that. It's a huge bonus to me. Very grateful to all of you that decide to do either regular monthly gifting of your own membership or gifting of other people's membership during a chat. Had to get a little bit of a drink. Okay. Oh, no, not that guy. How many shuffles? 1 and 3, he says. Okay. Sorry, missed that, but we're back on it now. Let's do 1 shuffle, and we'll find out which first item is. Looks like it's going to be a 90% dime.
90% dime.
I just got some dimes off of Pa's Spare Time yesterday, so a lot of these proceeds might go to paying for that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 now for you. And I just realized, nope, we did that. We did that. We're good.
$90 dime.
2 90% dimes. All right. So you're going to get 2 40% halves, 3 90% dimes, and an Indian head sent today. So overall, not too bad. We'll try again another time, I'm sure. We're going to get into some rolls for Janelle Sonoda. But she has 10 rolls. And we will do 75 likes if we get there. After the box is done, we'll do a name game. So here we go with 10 rolls for Janelle Sonoda. Good luck, guys. And hey, Tom Thumb, I don't know if we're getting to 21 on the silvers. You might have been thinking about NIFCs when you made that guess. I don't know if it's possible. So good luck, Janelle.
Good luck.
It's about this time that I'm going to ask this as well.
You guys give up, or you're thirsty for more?
I hope you're thirsty for more. I am. I was just thirsty a few minutes ago. All right, away we go. That one looks like it's been worn down in life. 2001. Let's see how this goes. Thirsty for more silver. I know, right? I was hoping I'd come out here and get into a little bit of the steady flow of silver that Pointing Around had earlier this year when he was out in San Diego, among 3 different places. I was hoping for a little California luck. Hey, Drone Shots, good to see you. William E, good to see you. Dad's for Change. Coin Junkie AG. Dimebag Darren, hey, it's been a while. Light number 57, all right. How you doing, man? How's the karaoke stuff going? Time for a snack. I ate my snack already. But in between boxes, I will probably get up and walk around a little bit too, just to move some blood through the legs. I've got a foot that just the last day and a half has been not feeling good. With that big joint behind your big toe. All of a sudden, it just decided it wanted to hurt. I don't know why. 2020 Philly, the IFC there. Losing weight gradually. That is great to hear, Elizabeth. I am trying to do better out here. Last couple days, maybe not as good. Days before that, I'm trying to get a little bit here and there. And it looks like we did get something sent in. Gold coin. Thank you, Perry Martin. I know I missed one earlier. Somebody tried one and I didn't catch that it came up on my chat. But I don't have it on my phone to where I can see it. I don't know what I'm going to have tonight. I had Indian food last night. It lit me up. It was very tasty. There's just like this lingering. It's not like excruciating heat, but it's a heat. I think that was probably just the curry that's in there that kind of has that long-lasting effect. I don't know. Another 2017. It's on a floating heart. All right. Thank you. Elizabeth gave me her heart. A floating one. And oh no, DDO on that 74. We'll keep looking. I know they're out there. Just haven't seen one in a while for somebody. All right, roll number 4 for you, Janelle. Really appreciate you jumping in. You know what? Maybe I need to go get myself a big salad tonight. Maybe if I got clean clothes, maybe I'll throw those on and go get a nice big salad for tonight. That is a really nice looking 1980 Denver. Another 2020, so 3 NIFCs for you, Janelle. 2017 makes 4. 2017 makes 5. 2020 makes 6. This one is really full of them. Everybody's getting some NIFC action today. All right. Oh, you know what? I'm still on the other screen. I'm sorry, guys. That wasn't cool. Thought maybe I was just going to do that. I'm not used to having to make these changes manually like this, so my fault there. I'm sorry. Janelle, I'm sorry. I didn't show you like 40% of your coins being opened. That wasn't cool. Let's see these next 6. Let's put some NIFCs on the board. 27 NIFCs today. And we're still going. All right. Thank you. Am I showing off a little too much? Not my intention. People would say, nice knee. Chicken legs, what? 2020. Gives you another NIFC and another 2020 with ring rash on it. Another 2017. Yeah, somebody really liked the 2020s and 2017s in this dump of coins that currently got made and made its way into these rolls. So go. What? Chicken legs. There. Camera's got a wide lens on it, I guess. I don't know. Doing the best I can. Wish I had that one up there today. Doing the best I can. So, let's see. Halfway through the rolls, Janelle. Another 2020. And that'll be that. Today's your brother-in-law's birthday. Well, let's take care of that, brother-in-law. Let me get this paused for a second. And let's go up here and let's say happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Creed. Happy birthday to you. Yeah! All right.
I think I'll try to pause that and say the name of the person when we get the chance, because they're celebrating Creed on the show, but let's not say we did. Oh my goodness, it's been a while since I've heard that phrase. That is funny. Another 2020. Lots of NIFCs in your 10 rolls there, Janelle. We'll have to talk about what you might like to found my first 2005 Kansas quarter in Godly Rust, found in change. Nice. It's pretty crazy when you see it, isn't it? I found several of those. So congratulations on finding your first. I think there's probably fewer of them out there because people are actually looking and saying, oh, hey, look at this. But not everybody. It's not like it's a real common one, but I keep every one of them that I find. I don't think it's one that's recognized by PCGS as an error or variety. It's just a grease strike thing, but pretty cool. No DDO on that 74, unfortunately. 3 more rolls for Janelle. Here we go. I'm having to dig these in or dig these out, these wrappers by hand. Not those wrappers. That would be weird. Pretty neat info you got from streams like your. Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad to hear that it's useful information. That tour of the. Oh, we got a birthday for. His birthday's tomorrow. Hey, we're gonna do a birthday wish for you, too. Mr. Kid of Vanessa Homesteads. Hold on just a second. We'll do one. I got a couple 74s we want to look at here. Nope, just one. Nope. Nothing on that one. Get these out of the way, and then we will do that. Bill Ridgway Renew. How you doing? Consider adding a USB multi-port hub. In future streams when you travel. The big thing is carrying the scope with me. That's kind of my biggest thing. Is I usually have a pretty tight bag, and so there's not a lot of room for it. Unfortunately, it's something I will think about though. Okay, so let's go over and get a birthday wish. All right, here comes a birthday wish to you.
To a fault.
Happy birthday!
So I think getting these out of the way might be productive.
Yeah, well, and I have brought it with me in the past. Yeah, so I mean, I do think about those things, and if I know that I'm going to be out here like I did this time, if I can, I do, but I don't always have that chance. And this ends up being about as good as I can do. So, do I get to return the coins before I get home? Yes, I do. I do. In fact, I've already done 2 boxes of quarters this week. I took those back. I got this box of halves and another box of quarters. So he laughed. Thank you. Yeah, it's fun. I'm glad he enjoyed that. So 6 more NIFCs coming up. 33 NIFCs today, guys. I guess the NIFCs were like, hey, since you're not finding silver, how about us? How about us? Let's see. All right, we'll bring that. Nephew will be 13 in November. Nice. It's a big day in the owl household. The oldest owl, who had been living at home going to junior college, graduated with his associate's degree. He's got about 3 semesters to finish up at a 4-year school to get his bachelor's degree. And he moved away from home today. He is moving down to Wichita, Kansas to live with mother-in-law Owl, or Grandma Owl, as the owlets call her. And he'll be finishing at Wichita State University. That's in 2017 there. There's another one. So, yeah, kind of a big day. A little emotional for Mama Owl, I'm sure. So now we'll have 2 out of the house and 2 still in the house. Moving on up to the east side. Oh, this is kind of the south side, and I wouldn't say that it was a, I don't know. Well, Mama-in-law Owl's got a nice house, so nothing too bad there. We just hope for good things. He's got, you know, those upperclassmen classes now. And those can be a little grueling, so we're hoping that he'll be able to get through it He's got a lot of scholarship money that was good, came through. So the next couple semesters, he should be just fine. Happy we can play some happy birthdays. If there's any other birthdays, let me know. I've got one more unique one that we can play. He'll make it. I know. And I know he will. I know it can be a lot of stress too. So I remember back when I was, my last 2 years at college, last 3 semesters, I was taking things like independent engineering study, mechanical laboratory 1 and 2, fluid mechanics, heat exchange theory, all that kind of stuff. So gets kind of deep. Let's put one more NIFC on the tracker because they are done with your rolls now. That'll bring us up to 34. And the Cubs just mollywop the Royals, so nothing new there. Mom's birthday's today. She's in heaven. You know what? Heaven's got a place for a birthday greeting. How about we do... this one? That seemed like a nice one. Happy heavenly birthday there. So let's see. Janelle, you would get 3 NIFCs if you want. If you want them, I'll get you the 3 best, in my opinion. And if you don't, I can toss them back and get you an Indian head sent in exchange. So Janelle, if you're here, please let me know. Looks like you are here. And that looks like probably the one I would do. 2017 Denver, 2020 Denver, 2020 Philly is what I got. You got the NIFCs? All right. I'll give you those 3 NIFCs. We give you the best one of each year in mint. Just so you know. You did have a total of 13, and 3 of them Father's heavenly birthday is Tuesday. All righty. And 89. Botanical laboratory. Mechanical lab is what it was. Not botanical. Let's see, what was that? That was 13 of them. Mill fines. 13 NIFCs. 3 kept. Extras. You'll get a 40. A 90% dime. And a war nickel. And for your spins, you get 1 spin. How many shuffles before your spin, Janelle? Again, I wish I had the coins to show you guys. She says 8. It's going big with 8. All right. We can do that. Oh, pizza kind of sounds good tonight, you know? Sunday night, pizza. It's not my normal pizza night, but might be able to make that work. Sorry. Let's get over to that screen. All right. Okay, let's do, you said 8. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hope it's a good number for you, Janelle. Let's see what your spin is going to include.
$90 dime.
Get another 90% dime. Right now, guys, I'm pretty much running exclusively with Merc dimes. So, Janelle, you'll be getting 3 NIFCs, a 40%, two 90% dimes, and a war nickel for your purchase today. I really do appreciate it. And that will move us on to Colonel's collecting and detecting with the final 10 rolls of the day. How are we doing on likes? If we get to 75, I'll do another giveaway. I'm going to get these last 10 rolls out of the box for you, Colonels. We got a ways to go, but we got plenty of time. We still got almost 2 hours to go, maybe an hour and a half, hour 45. We should be able to end on time for some coining around today. Should not be a problem. All right. So hopefully we will get there. Yeah, come on, silver. It's no fun when you get silver skunked, but, you know, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and start getting names in on our name picker here. We'll run it for a good while here, 12 to 14 minutes, whatever it takes here to get these rolls done. So this is your chance to get in on the name game. Everybody should get in on this because, you know, your name will go on a wheel. And then you've got to survive the wheel. Now, good luck to you, Colonels collecting and detecting.
Good luck.
And let's see. Have you ever had a fire shoot at you?
What is that?
The fire's shooting at us!
What in the name of God is going on?
Nobody knows what's going on. Not even I know what's going on. I'm kind of quasi in charge of everything here. All right. There we go. Keep it going, guys. We're getting names in on the name game now. Looking at 10 rolls for Colonels collecting and detecting. I'm guessing that they must have stopped at Brahms in Emporia on the way to Wichita, because now I'm seeing text coming in on my family chat that says, you're bringing some home, aren't you? They usually only do that when Brahms ice cream is involved. Hey, Perplexed Mind, Crimson Tide. Good to see you guys here. David Carlisle. Mr. Carlisle, are you my #1 fan today? I don't know for sure. Nope, Tom Thumb is. Whoa. David, you're my #2. 103 active fires. I'll tell you what, when I drove from Livermore, California to Carson City, Nevada yesterday, first of all, it's between about 3 hours and 45 minutes and 4 hours, depending on the route that you take. And you can do the highway route that has a lot of twists and turns, or you can do kind of the state highway route that has even more twists and turns. So I did the state highway route on the way there, and then the interstate on the way back. So 2 different routes, took about the same amount of time. But on the state highway route, such a beautiful bunch of trees up that way. It was really great. I love to see the forest with tall trees and just a little bit of, out here, the pines. They don't spread out real far like that with the branches. They're kind of tucked in closer. So they just kind of go straight up and keep the branches fairly close. You would see these just lush green trees, and you're winding through them, and you can't really take your eye off the road and look up. But if you sneak a peek, you're like, oh, I wish I'd stop and I wish I didn't need to be somewhere, and then I'd stop and take a better look. So maybe another time. But so cool. And then you'd like turn around a corner and you'd see where fire had just decimated. It was like you went from this lush green to a graveyard of trees. It was pretty humbling, for sure. So a few of the lookouts along the way, so beautiful, looking down on lakes that are above 7,000 feet. I think we got as high as 8,000 feet previously, or not previously, but on some stretches, but I'm not sure what the highest point was. There's a 2020 NIFC for you. Yeah, that just got me to thinking a lot about our trip to Alaska last month. About this time last month, we would have been about 2 days left on our trip. So, oh, so cool. All right, 7 rolls to go for you. Did I read every ingredient on the shampoo bottles? No. What? What? There's chemicals in there. I don't know what they are. Yeah. I didn't really see any fires. I saw one that I can't tell if it was like one that was under control or a controlled burn or something like that, but it didn't seem to be out of hand. $20.20, another $20.20, and a 74 to look at. So let's see. I think we got 2 of those. Yep. Can we get a DDO on one of them? Let's go. Sorry, I don't have the magnifying camera here today. Nope, can't get one on either of those 2 either. Miscellaneous have been a little hard to come by lately. I think people are jumping on those if they're not finding silver. Maybe, I don't know. It looks like the slots are working. I do not know. Is that what, Yosemite for that? Oh, great, Bill. That's good to hear. Man, you had a full package. Let's see. Let me see. Google Maps. Redwood. Redwood National and State Parks, I believe. And that's going to be like way up north. Let's see. How far from here? You know, it's a little bit longer drive, about 5 hours and 43 minutes. So that puts it at about 344 miles north of me. So don't know that I'll be making that trip too soon. People's Bank of China now has 2,366 tons of gold. Holy cow. That seems like too much for them. Craziness. All right, another 2020. Interesting. Not something I'll share on the screen. But he had scratched a interesting message on there, and I'm just gonna opt to not give you that. Have a toasty one there. And another 2020. Since we are halfway through, I will update our board. 5 more NIFCs to the account. Next one will be 40 NIFCs today. If that's all we're finding, at least we're finding something, I guess. No, it wasn't quite that. All right. Been kind of funny if it was. I did leave him a message on one of them before I started putting dots on them. Maybe he got it because I haven't seen nearly as many in the last few weeks. Don't know. All right, let's see about this 74. Nope. Dude, still can't get one. So, we got conspiracy here. We're all witnesses to it. Make sure you're getting in on that EOS. Hopefully we will get some likes and get back up there to 75 likes today would be great. If you're here and you haven't hit the button, hit that like button. It only helps. It can't hurt you. It only hurts me when you don't. I call shotgun. It'd be the navigator, huh? guys don't get yourself caught. Nope, no DDO there. Hey, Isaiah Moses. Maple Leaf Numismatics, how's it going? B Collector Rick, I know you've been here. I just didn't say hi. I'm sorry. Michael Rose, same story. Sorry I didn't get you guys caught when you came in. Doing the best I can with my setup here today, guys. So, you know, it is what it is. We're down to this roll plus 2 more for the box for the day. For the $half anyway. So I guess without the scope, it doesn't make a lot of sense to offer up looking for errors. And I'll have to just do that by loop anyhow. Another 2020. 4. The 74, what do we got? 74, no DDO. Everyone might have been a tad too much. Hey, even 1 would have been too many. Unfortunately, that might be the case today. $170 tons. That's the amount of pressure that the coin press number 1 that we toured yesterday used to strike silver dollars with. Thank you. I appreciate so much of you guys thinking about that trip to the mint and that video. And I'm sorry, I went down that the mine that they replicated, and it cut my feed, which was really kind of weird because I was still seeing the chat, and I was seeing people leaving, and I didn't understand why. Well, now I went back and watched it after I talked with the Coin Around, and he's like, "Yeah, it cut off when you went down there." And he knew what was down there because he's been to it before. So he knew that there wasn't much down there. I didn't know that, but, you know, it is what it is. We gave you about 15 minutes of good stuff, and the people there played along well. So I'm not sure that they had, you know, being on a live stream on their bingo card that when they woke up in the morning, but they played well. I just made the executive decision to do it, and if they didn't want me to do it, they could tell me no. I did kind of mention it to them a little bit before. They were like, I don't know if there's anything that stops us. And well, I was kind of like, no. There's kind of only one way to find out. And we are just about to the finish line here, and we are there now. So, got one more DDO to rehunt there. Get these put back, and we'll update our final board here. I think we ended up right at 40 NIFCs. 40 NIFCs today. That's better than having zeros. So you had a total of 6 kernels. There's 2020D, 2020D, 2020D. All of yours were 2020Ds. So I'd be giving you 1 if you want it. If you don't want it, I'll give you like a buffalo nickel or an earlier or a more recent wheat cent. Keep them. All right. Michael LaFew, welcome in, and thank you so much for 5 gifted memberships. Wow, that's the high water mark of the day. Thank you so much. New members are going to be Perry Martin, John Gutzow, Bear Magnetics, Rachel Queen, and Brissinger Inc. I remember him. Cool. Thank you so much, Michael. That is so cool. All right, so I'll figure out something to add in there. None of them were really outstanding, so probably a good call on that one. So lots of rehunts here to look at. Hobbies I do. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. Let me see where we're at on the... Okay, let me reopen that while we settle up with kernels. So if you haven't gotten in on the name game, 40 of you have. Maybe 7 of you are new here and hadn't got a chance to get in. Let's do that. Fines was 6 NIFCs, none kept. 1. We'll throw an Indian head sin at you. I don't like my Buffalo nickels as well. Extras, you will be getting the 40% half plus a 90% dime plus a war nickel plus 1 spin. How many shuffles would you like on your spin, Colonel? 69 likes. We're getting close. 6 more likes, we'll have that 75 like giveaway. We'll bring that back. Well, not official. We're bringing it back today at least. 1 shuffle. All right. Let's go over to that screen. You said 1 shuffle. 1 shuffle it is. 1 shuffle, and here we go. Hey, Don. That wheel loves 90% dimes today. We could get another 90% dime. So, coming to you will be an Indian head cent, a 40% half dollar, 2 90% dimes, and a war nickel. I hope that is going to work for everybody. Let's see, we have maybe 75 likes coming up. Thumb will get you an Indian head cent since we missed out on the Wise Owl today. You bet, Colonels. Perfect. So we'll have a name game coming up here. Let's start drawing for that. Okay, we're going to switch screens here. We're going to go over. I'm going to duplicate one of these wheels so that I can open a bonus wheel name. I'm going to bring it over here so I can type and pick names. So we're going to close the entry window now. We got 49 of you in. Thank you so much. 10 names will be picked. But you know what? I got a video for that. I don't need to go into all this. So you've already been entering, so no need to worry about that. But here's a video to explain what we're about to do.
Hey everybody, welcome to the name game. If you've seen this before, you know what's coming. If not, here's how you play. Type in !GAW at the end of this video for a chance to have your name selected to be put on the wheel. We'll select 10 names and replicate those names 5 times each, and it's an elimination style wheel after that. So after we randomize and make sure we don't have too many names doubled and tripled up on the wheel, we will take one name off the wheel each spin until we're down to our winner, which will be the last name on the wheel. And that person, if that's you, please type in the chat how many shuffles on our prize wheel you'd like, and we'll get you something in the mail just as soon as I can. So let's not talk about it anymore. Let's play.
All right. Well, we've done the entries, so now it's time to pick the names. Let's get those names now. First name in is going to be Captain Vic, 59. And our second name is going to be Jared Jones. The owner of the Cowboys is here, huh? Jared Jones. Let's pick a third name out of 10. The John Gutzow. Fourth name will be Drone Shots. Fifth name will be Jim Thompson. Jim, I hope that that inspired you to look at your Morgans. And turning the corner at 5, we'll go to 6 with B. Waller. And number 7 will be, is it Colonel's Collecting and Detecting? Yep, Colonel's Collecting and Detecting. All right. There we go. Colonel's Collect and Detect. I had to shorten it a little bit. Let's see. That gives us 7. Let's go with 8. Elizabeth Flood. You guys need to look out. Elizabeth Flood is on the wheel. She has been known to be hard to get rid of on this wheel. 9 is going to go to Tomic D. Welcome back, Tomic. And 2 will be our last name on the wheel today. If your name didn't get picked, I am sorry, but that is it for the names on the wheel today. This is not an official spin. This is just to get it off of this this default. Nobody's being eliminated, so let's not do that. We'll just close it. Now I'm gonna highlight and copy these names so that we have a total of 5 instances of your name. And 40. I'm not going to do it, but we'll do the max of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're great, Tomic. Hey, you've got your reasons. It's not a big deal. Appreciate you being here, though, Tomic. It's great to have you back. I'm going to look through here, see if we don't have too many double ups. B. Waller is tripled up, so we can't have that. We'll shuffle one more time. Jim Thompson's got 2. John Goodsell's got 2. Jim Thompson's got 2 again. Can't have that. I don't like the double ups. B. Waller, Elizabeth Flood, Jim Thompson. Come on, Jim Thompson. We're going to keep doing it until we get it right. Jared Jones got 2. I think that's it. All right, we've got a good one now, so let's go ahead and start taking names off the wheel. If it lands on any one instance of your name, all 5 go off until we're down to 1. We got 75 likes. We will do that after this. Oh, no, not B. Waller. I'm sorry, B. Waller. Can't win the name game if you're not on the wheel, and you're off the wheel now. Just like the Cowboys, an early exit for Jared Jones. Sorry, couldn't help myself. All right, here we go with another elimination. Let's go. Just when you thought you had knocked Elizabeth off the wheel, nope, John Goodsell, it's going to be you. Elizabeth holding on by a thread there to keep her streak alive. All right, let's see. Captain Vic, Chew, Drone, and Tomic all have them. I think we're good. Chew, unfortunately, you're going to get knocked off the wheel today. Let me see. Captain Vic. Carl's collecting and detecting. Drone shots. Atomic D still. Looks like we're still good. So let's keep it rolling. Oh no, Colonels. That would have saved me some shipping. That's all right. Sorry, but we got to knock you off the wheel at this point, Colonel. Captain Vic doubled up twice. Let's shuffle once. Elizabeth Flood's got 1 double up. That's it. All right, let's keep going. Elizabeth Flood is still on the wheel. Atomic D is on the wheel. Captain Vic and Drone Shots. And Jim Thompson. Except Captain Vic isn't going to get to stay. I'm sorry, Captain Vic, but we are down to our final 4, I think it is. Got Drone Shots with 2. Elizabeth Flood with 2. So we have Drone Shots, Jim Thompson, Atomic D, and Elizabeth Flood as our last 4 standing. Here we go. The final 4 becomes 3 right now. Who's it gonna be? Elizabeth survives again. Jim Thompson takes the punishment for that one. Oh my goodness. Elizabeth, I'm telling you, Elizabeth is the new Jim Cantor. Hard to get off of this wheel. All right. Drone Shots doubled. Elizabeth doubled. Tomic, you're still in it. So, all right. We've got a good wheel. Let's go. Drone Shots, you are off the wheel. So sorry. It is going to go outside the U.S. this time. If it's Elizabeth, I save shipping. If it's Tomic, it's coming in a card, Tomic, not a big package. So, all right, let's see. We've got Tomic doubled, Elizabeth doubled once. It's about as good as it's going to get. So let's roll with it. Good luck, Tomic, and good luck, Elizabeth. I told you Elizabeth is tough to get off this wheel. And she's going to win it again. I'm sorry, Tomic. You were very, very close. You know, you come back once in a while and you get that close. I'm sorry. Guys, what can I say? Elizabeth Flood, you are our name game winner again. I've got a record of who all wins, so I should go see how often she's won. That's got to be like 3 times in the last 2 months or so. So, all right. Congratulations, Elizabeth, on that name game win. How many shuffles on the prize wheel would you like, Elizabeth? I think she'll probably say 6. We'll put it in that growing package. Along with your other goodies from today. Yes, 6. All right. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here we go, Elizabeth. Let's see what you're going to get. Go along with your other goodies. All right. We'll add a buffalo nickel to that. Sounds good to me. So, did I hear somebody say we have 75 likes? Congratulations. Tom Thumb for Wise Owl Indian Head sent Cammie King on the silent giveaway. She'll get an Indian Head. Dan McHugh for 50 likes, getting 2024 P nickel. Name game is Elizabeth Flood with a buffalo nickel. And our EOS, which is coming up, might get another addition to it. It has a foreign coin, which I'll figure out when I get home, and a war nickel. 76. All right. Hey, this mini is also cool. All right. Let me get that one going. Let's complete that one, and let's do 75 likes. Ooh, that one's going to run for 5 minutes. Yikes. All right. Not sure why, but I'm going to go ahead and let it run. That being said, I need to rearrange things so the camera's going to, well, I don't have the camera turned on yet, so you won't see it moving. I'm going to get quarters ready so we can look at some of those. The angle on the camera might change a little bit because I had it sitting on top of the box of quarters. So I might need to use this to prop it up a little bit. There we go. All right, let's switch back and see what we've got there. All right. All right, here we go. Let's just open some quarters for fun. What do you say? This looks like a Loomis box to me. It is. I don't get many Loomis boxes, like real Loomis boxes where I'm at. So let's see what we can find. Mike Schleis, you got gifted a membership here earlier. Do it. Do it. Fine and dandy. There we go. Maybe if we find something fun, we'll add it to the EOS or something. Well, first one out of the roll is going to be a Mayflower. So I'm still looking for more of those to complete a roll. I have fairly specific things I'm looking for. I still have never found on my own the 5th of the women's quarters that were made last year. I don't know what to make of that. I hunt boxes here. I don't find them. I hunt boxes at home. I don't find them. I'm starting to think that maybe they're not really there. What do you guys think? 3 Mayflowers so far here. And I'll just hunt the rest of these tonight. It's a pretty nice looking 97. Denver, huh? All right, let's see. Okay, giveaway is done, I think. All right, yep, we've got 33 in for our 75 likes. How many likes? That's how many I thought we had. All right. So let's pick our winner for 75 likes. Good luck to all 33 of you that got in. It's going to be Torchy. Hey, Torchy. You snuck in there and got yourself the 75 likes giveaway. Congratulations on that. How many shuffles would you like on your prize wheel spin? West Coasties, do it again. Yeah, it seems to be a pretty good run for the West Coast today. All right, so 3, she says. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and here's for you. We will also add to the EOS, of course. Looks like a war nickel will be coming your way. And the EOS will get something else. 1, 1, 2, 3, and here we go. Congratulations on winning that war nickel. Well, maybe the EOS is going to have 2 things in it, so the EOS just got more interesting. And that's the only time we'll do that one. Let's see what that EOS has got coming to it now. Like a 5 wheat cent set. Plus 1, 2, 3. What else we got? A little variety. Going to get a 90% dime in there too. So our EOS today, unless we hit 100 likes, which is entirely possible because we've got about another hour or so that we'll be on. We'll probably do the EOS in about 45 to 50 minutes. And that's going to include a foreign coin that we'll figure out when I get home, a war nickel, 5-cent wheat cent set, or 5 wheat cent set, I should say. That's going to be 1 from each decade. 09 counts as the teens for me. 09 to 19, so only 1 from there. So 5 different decades, 5 different wheat cents from those decades, or 1 from each decade. and then a 90% dime. I'm just completely botching what I'm trying to say. So, congratulations on that. You will want to make sure that you get in on that EOS. Okay, I might want to go ahead and just make sure that I've got that link pulled up. Okay, let's see. Yeah, what the heck? We'll use that one. There's two of them out there. We'll try this different one today. What the heck? And we'll go get the shorts link. We're not doing it right now. Just getting it warmed up. There we go. We'll see how it works. It's set up with 66 comments right now. We will see how many we end up with. All right. Yep, now we're getting the names in there. All right. We're back to hunting quarters. Let's go. Wish there was a way to point the camera down about that angle, but it's just not my normal setup. So what can I say or do? Let's see if I can get that ice pack back over here. Does not appear to have any ice or water left in it. Where did it all go? Uh-oh. I might have caused a leak. Let's see what we got here. Nothing jumps out as silver. So we shall see. 65. Looking for W's on all the 19s and 20s. I did find a W. There's a 2025. Ron E. Adventures is here. He just told me so. Let's see. Nope, that one's just been flattened on its edge. It's not clipped. Right, I'm going to have to start seeing if I've got. All right, thank you for that email, Torchy. There's like 4 different designs from this year and last year. I am trying to put together full tubes of P and Ds from the women's series. So that's always interesting to see how long that takes, being that I don't always see all of those likes, or not all those likes, but I don't see all the designs until sometimes 2 years after they've been released, which is really crazy because I'm in Kansas City. I mean, KC has a Federal Reserve Bank. So don't ask me why that happens, but these are in Loomis rolls, so maybe there's a difference. Maybe I'll finally find one of those that I've been looking for. I've got at least one of the P&Ds that I've been looking for on the way, courtesy of Coining Around, because he's found them. He gets his boxes from, well, most likely Kansas City. So where's mine? I might be getting close to having that full roll from this trip alone on some of those dates from last year. So might not need to take them all back home with me. I don't know. So what else is going on, guys? I've got another busy work week here. I'll try to catch people's streams during the evenings this week. Might be kind of tired. My foot's not feeling great. I got a joint upstream on my big toe that's really sore for some reason, just out of the blue. Didn't hit it or kick it or anything like that, so I don't know what to make of it. But that's just, I guess, how it goes. Trying to put some ice on it, take some ibuprofen. Well, not ibuprofen. I can't take ibuprofen. But all that fun stuff. Tylenol. That's what I'm trying to take. Every once in a while, I still get really shiny coins. So I'd get the mail and my shoes melted. Oh, no. That is hot there in Oklahoma, huh? I didn't realize it was maybe that hot back that area. It's not been that hot here, but it has definitely been plenty warm, especially when I get to spend time in a non-functional mechanical room as part of my job. It's always a little warm in there. And hey, if you haven't been seeing it, Shannon Smith is no, I don't think it's that. I'm not sure what it is, honestly. You know what? I was going to get up and take a quick walk between boxes, wasn't I? Ah, that is too hot. What did you do there in central Oklahoma to deserve this? Usually it's that angry swirling wind. I want to know. Another pilgrim. That makes like 4 of them. 3 in the first roll. Took me 4 rolls to get the next one. Did find 1 W out of the 2 boxes that I hunted from the same bank. They had the holes in the bottom, so they were the Federal Reserve boxes. This one is not. It's a Loomis box. Just interesting why Bank of America has a Loomis box. That's not usually who they work with corporately. I wonder if somebody just had one and brought it, meaning the courier service. I am working on a new set of spreadsheets that will make it a little easier to navigate to the various error and variety sites based on what you're finding. I might be able to make something like that available to people. Ads are killing you today. I've got it set to the most conservative setting. So I am sorry if ads, you guys will have to, oh, that's interesting. Maybe they have a different regional agreement with them then. Let me know about the ads, guys. I mean, I run a channel. I'd like to, earn what I can. And I know that I haven't had ads on for quite a while. I've kind of been doing without. But I know they probably come up when you first join into the stream. I wasn't sure how often. They were popping up. Really nice looking Missouri quarter. I don't want them to be a nuisance, but I know that on other streams, they appear to be popping up over the chat window. They're pretty easy to get rid of. On an ad that is Copper Out intro. Huh? What? I don't know what that means. Mine is not an ad. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's how they make money, and it's how they, somebody who's got a lot of viewers, watching can take part in that. I know it's not my first choice, but I would like to try to find more ways to offset some of that shipping cost as much as I can. And Coining Around is going to help out there with another gifted membership. Thank you so much to S. Charles Calvin. Calvin or S. Charles Calvin? I'm guessing it's S. Charles. Thank you so much. No ads yet on my stream? All right. Well, if it gets to be problematic, let me know. I cannot promise you that I'll handle everybody's concern by making them go away. If I'm getting enough complaints from enough people, we'll figure something out. I'm going to go with a conservative number of them rather than a large scale deluge of them. Yep, they definitely know how to make some money. What drives me nuts is the lack of creativity that comes in these ads, because it's like the same 3 ads. Mix it up a little more. And some of them, I'm just like, they're playing the odds of your age and gender and targeting you with ads like that. And I mean, I get it, but it's a broad assumption that a male of my age needs products out there that are available in the world. And, come on. I'm not going to get into discussion about that. I'm just like, come on. Why do you, all I can figure is that they're just putting me in a demographic and saying, oh, if we can reach out to everybody in that demographic, any 2 of them might need something. Right? That pretty much hits it right on the head. Hey, at my house, I do have an antenna, and I still get HD channels for free. I absolutely have one of those. I'm probably one of the people that decided to ditch cable, and now cable has modified itself to where you need them again to watch even the most basic thing that you used to get for free. That's the way they are. I kind of like this is my my secondary monitor sleeve that I travel with. I like the fact that it's kind of that same feel as my mouse pad. It's black, so it doesn't get all scuffed up. And then dumping coins, I just do that, and I dump them and come right back here. I kind of like this. I haven't had cable probably in 12 years. The one thing that makes me think about going back and getting it is the fact that by the time you add up your streaming stuff, you know, if the cost is the same, what's the point? You know, so I'm probably still paying too much for subscriptions that get underused. But yeah, we'll take a look at that another day. At least I'm not fighting with YouTube about subscribers lately. It's been pretty steady since they did their weird purge, add back, and purge again on my streams, on my channel, I should say. I think that might have been some people up to no good as well that were messing with it. Hard to say. Even harder to deal with. So, you know, good riddance. 400 to 500 gigs a month. Yep, I know that feeling. With 4 kids on our data plan, yeah, I know. That's got to be cool, Bill. We got that about 2-3 years ago, and no regrets there. It's been a lot more stable. We're using 1.5 terabytes of data a month. Holy cow. Remember when that didn't used to be a number that you ever thought you'd ever use? And now you can? Why would anybody ever need that much memory? Well, these hyperscale data centers, I wonder how big that is. That's only your phone. Yeah. I remember when I was first starting off in my profession about 30, you know, a little over 30 years ago. There was an MCI data center. And if I remember the old MCI, and they had, each server was like 4 terabytes. Each server in these rows. I was like, man, that's a lot of terabytes. Now you get it on a little backup drive that big. That alone is just nuts. So we find ways to make it bigger and smaller all at the same time. Kind of crazy. All right. Almost 50 people here. That is great to see. I really do appreciate it, guys. I've got probably another 30 or 40 minutes of doing this. Just talking while we're opening some quarters. Hope you guys hope this this kind of makeshift format today wasn't too bad for anybody. It's what I could do under the circumstances. Really nice 95 there. I always like it when that eagle looks that nice. Kansas couldn't get a Philly on that one. That's the one that you want to look at when you get the God We Rust errors, the Kansas State quarter with a Philly mint. Looks like Ashes is on. Got something from him from somebody that was on his stream last week. There's a beautiful example of the tallgrass prairie. It's a Denver. My goodness. The reverse on that one just cartwheels like crazy. So the Buffalo State quarter and then the tallgrass prairie are my two state quarters. Too bad that's not a W. River of No Return. That one was looking really, really nice too. That's the thing is I've found plenty of W's out there, but I didn't jump on it when they first came out because I really wasn't getting into all this. And so I didn't get the boxes of newer ones looking for all the W's and getting them in near pristine condition. I may have a handful of them that are in really nice condition, but I wouldn't call them pristine. And most of them, you know, they look like they've been out there for a while. So I haven't gotten extremely lucky with that, but I'll still keep any W that I've got. I had to make good on somebody's deal a year ago when we were doing fundraiser for the pups. Because he didn't come through on something he promised to have as an auction item. So I had to dive into what I did have and offer that to somebody. Yeah, that was an unfortunate situation because the relationship at that point was with this person was actually pretty good. And months go by, and then I've got somebody who paid money is upset with what they did get. Not from me, but I put together the best package I could to take care of that person. And, it's just really unfortunate. If you hear a landline dial tone on your cell phone, it's the military sending data through microwave. Really? Hey, Frank McCain, good to see you. We're just opening some quarters now. I only got one box of $50. I'm on the road for work and decided I was going to go ahead and do this today, hoping that everybody be able to join in. So far, nobody has disappointed. That's a good thing. Come on, W. If I can't get silver, give me a W. W. Sounds very different when you say it properly. W. Come on, W. A lot more fun when you kind of run it together. W. See, if you're up in Seattle, the University of Washington up there, you don't even get that far with it. You go UW. UW. You just turn it around and say UW. I know a 26 privy would be incredible. If I found one doing this, I think pointing around would hate me for a very long time. DARPA. I think I've heard of DARPA, but I can't remember in what context. That one looks beat up. Holy cow. That one's got mangled. Look at that thing. Big old gashes in it. That one's a little rough. Can't do much with that one. It's like these Hope quarters, you know, that design. I think I found 2 fillies in the, 2 years plus that it's been out. I don't even understand why I can't find more of that by this time, because you would think it has gotten out and gotten around. But no. And thanks to Shannon Smith putting out his series of unattributed errors that he's finding. Now I've started looking at the Bombay Hook National Park quarter from Delaware, and been trying to spot some of those things. Nice, very nice guy, Shannon Smith. I've actually got a dime I need him to look into, because it looks like it has all the features you'd expect, but then in 2 different areas on the rim, not on the edge, but near the rim, it looks like it might say or have impressions of "In God We Trust" on it. So don't know. Still looking for a W. It's always fun when we find one. I usually find about one every other box. Can't say that I found a ton of them in any one box. Really nice looking dam. Oh, too bad that's not a W, because that is a really nice American Memorial Park, and those are just slightly harder to find. $1966. Why can't you be a 64? Hunting quarters at the laundromat, yeah. There's a Wisconsin cow we'll check for. Ooh, there's a really nice Bombay Hook. Holy cow. Yeah, please be an error on that one. That would be cool. So go check out Shannon Smith. He's doing daily unattributed finds that could be out there. Never know, if one gets attributed and you've got it, then you're in business. He's got real sharp cherry picker eye for these things. And he's also on Live Coin Q&A. So met him several times. He's just a good guy. It was good to see Paul back on yesterday. And Walker Magnet, he was trying to find some stuff that he couldn't quite replicate his $50 box from the week before. He was doing amazing that week. Yeah, that's probably 2. Nice, Frank McCain. that is a really good it's really good good finds for only $150. It's only searching $150. And some rather ugly ones now. Like this bunch got tossed in the ugly drawer. All right, we're about a half an hour away from pointing around, getting started. Everybody should have got that notice that just came out. If you didn't, you might not be signed up with him. And I would say, well, why? What are you waiting for? That guy's got a different kind of energy, man. He'll take you into the evening hours. I don't think I'm going to be able to stay up for. I don't think I'm going to be able to stay up for backstage tonight. Backstage has been really funky with echoes lately. And it's not just him. It's StreamYard in general that's having a problem. So it's like if there's two people back there, there's no echo. The third person back there, there's an echo. And it doesn't matter what order they come in, it's always the third person that is echoing. Really weird thing. So if I would do it right. But yeah, I've had pretty good luck. I think I've found about 3 or 4 silver quarters and fairly limited number of quarter boxes this year. So lately when I don't find them, it's maybe a little disappointing, but hey, they're still silver in quarters, and I know that they're spread pretty thin. So another Pilgrim there. All I can find is Denver's on those. Got another Melbourne women's quarter. So getting down to about 2 or 3 women's quarters that between the P's and the D's that I don't have. I'd like to get that set full at some point soon. Whoop. Kind of moved that camera on you. Me and the pudgy arms, they've gotten away. So let's see. I'm learning to beat the slots up with $100 bets, then slap it with the 10,000. Oh, is that so? How's that working out for you? Thank you, BH, for doing that. And also JC likes Pam. Been a big help today, BH. I really do appreciate that. I'm trying to think. Do I have the moose available today? I should. I just won't have the credits at the end rolling because that is not part of Streamlabs. That is part of OBS. Really nice South Carolina state quarter. So what would you say? Whoa, that thing has been beat up bad. Holy cow. Don't know what to make of that one. That's a rough life for that quarter. What would you say was the favorite part of the video that I shot yesterday at the Mint? I'd love to hear more about that. Was it kind of the information, the USS Nevada silver stuff, the coin press, the movie room? What would you say was your favorite part of it if you saw it? And you can go watch it on the live section if you haven't seen it. It's not super long. Oh, no, not that guy. Go to your YouTube settings and check your name. You probably have a space bar dash after it. That's why YouTube can't find you. Back it up to your name and save it. Okay. Hey, there you go. Yeah, there's sometimes it's really squirrely that way. Yeah, I thought it was fun talking with them too. I did a whole big talk with them before I turned the camera on too. I recorded my coin being pressed and all that. Maybe I'll get that out and show it off a little more for those that might have missed it. Probably do that. I'm gonna keep going through at least another roll here before I do that. I noticed that there's some states here that are much more common here than they are, or less common here than they are back home for me. Like Minnesota state quarters. Haven't seen a ton of those here, but I get a bunch of them back there. You stop in Virginia City, CopperOwl. I drove past it. I did not stop. Where is that one? There it is. Another gifted membership coming in from Coining Around. Thank you so much. That one's going to go to Big Red Silver. That's a big name. Coin Press a privy? Yeah, I wish. It has a privy on it. It says copy. And yes, I way overpaid for this coin to be made. But hey, I can say that I've got something that was made from the original coin press number 1. And most people don't realize is that press not only made coins in Carson City, it also made coins in Denver. Because in '64, when we were transitioning from silver to clad on our coins, there was a bit of a coin shortage, and they needed more presses in Denver to be able to keep up, or try to keep up. And so, yeah, so that they ended up moving that press all the way to Denver for that reason. And some of the '64 Denver Roosevelt dimes were the last ones that it actually made for public use. So there's a little trivia for you. So let's see, 5 more rolls and I'll be halfway through. So let's take a look at this thing, and then we'll get back on and do 5 more rolls, get halfway through a box of quarters and all that. I wish I had not put this in my pocket the way I did. But it's pretty cool. Written up here, 16 out of 3,000. So they're going to make 3,000 of these. I got number 16, and I saw number 14 and 15 get made too. So, little card here about Seated Liberty $50. And then on the back of it, it talks about coin press number 1. Very cool stuff. Right, exactly. So this is a replica, but it's a really cool replica. It shows you what it could look like in a proof finish. If that word copy wasn't there, that'd be pretty freaking cool, wouldn't it? Beautiful coin. Oh, Philadelphia. Then it went to Carson City, San Francisco. Yeah. It's a historic press. It's well traveled too. Yeah, you think the front's cool. Look at that reverse. Holy cow. Yeah. Very, very cool looking. Well, that right about there, man. That is such a cool design. And yeah, that did cost a little bit. You can call me a sucker for getting it or something like that, and or something, but I think on the back here it also said it was 16 of 3,000. So it's half a troy ounce. So that is 3/9 fine silver. It is not 90% like it would have been made out of. Yep, that is 3/9 fine silver. Yep. So I'll probably only make it there once. So I figured, okay, let's do it. For 200, it could have been a little bit bigger, but it would have been like a 250th anniversary of the country type design. And I'm like, I'm going to save the money, and then I'm going to, does it have the 999 stamp? Being that the original coin did not have that kind of nomenclature on there, no, I do not see it. But it is, that's what it is. They put it into an airtight. So start the auction at $2. You're not going to like the reserve. Yep. I figured that was one of those times where, yeah, goodness. Yes, not quite 3 times melt value. So that's you can do the math there. Not quite 3 times, but again, I may not be back out there, and I can say I've got something that I know is made off of coin press number 1. The well-traveled and famous coin press number 1. Made a lot of CC dollars on that thing. It could make up to 100 of those per minute. Of the, I believe of the half dollars or dollars, I forget which one, but which is actually pretty impressive. Because I know it took a few seconds to make just that one. If that thing were being driven to, slot the coin and then hit it with the die, it would have been making a lot of noise. It was already noisy enough making one. Zach Eddy. Well, we had a whole bunch of NIFCs today. 40 NIFCs. I didn't turn that scroll back on. It's definitely worth 250. Yeah. Oh no, that guy says he's out. Yeah, I'd say it's 2.5 times melt value. So, so you know, just fun stuff. So I'm going to hunt the rest of these rolls that I have out. That'll get us to halfway point, and then we will do our end of stream giveaway. So make sure you're taking this time, if you haven't already, to get in on that. The link is pinned at the bottom of the chat. Make sure you're getting in. Don't want to be left out. It has a foreign coin, a 90% dime, a war nickel, and what else did I have in there? Oh, 5 wheat cent set. Duh. How could I forget about that? And those are pretty cool. I like having enough wheat cents to make that an option to people. I've got so many I don't know what to do with, but they have been well hunted, well sorted. I don't think you would be finding too much, but you never know. Maybe I overlooked something. What's going on with that one? There's a few of these that have been beat up really in an odd way. There's a Voyager's. Pretty good looking one. That's the canoe dollar that is in Canada, right? Isn't that called Voyager's? Or Voyager dollar? Something along those lines. Got a few of those in that grab that I got. Okay. Yep. I didn't get a ton of silver ones, but I did get some plaid ones, and I just like them, you know, so probably hang on to them. There's a 2000. What is going on with that? Here, I'm going to have you listen to this. Tell me if something sounds weird here. Something's different about this one. It doesn't look like a magic coin, but it really sounds weird. No, it's not silver. It's just it's actually like a 2003 Denver Edith kind of cool the Hawaiian women's quarter. I'm going to set that one aside because that's really weird. That made a weird noise. I don't know why that one would be a. See if it's bent. It's not bent. Really strange. But I better keep going here. I'm not going to get these done in time to call it a night before Coining Around gets going. I think we're going to try and get done so you can get started without me overlapping you tonight. Yep, I'll weigh it later. That's for sure. There's another one that looks like it's been through the same kind of beat up process, but it sounded normal. don't know. Seems like a pretty modern one to be a magic coin. Maybe it's a light planchet or something. I don't know. All right. 10 minutes still coining around. I know. I don't really have a countdown, so I'm just going to have to kind of go off of gut feel on time here for everybody on this EOS. So make sure if you're here that you're saying here, because I don't have it. Is it off color? Yeah. Yeah, it is off color. I mean, it looks like it's been damaged. I don't know if that'll help at all, but look at that. Might have been through a fire or something. Yeah, it's been banged around a lot. Chris Helms, you're here. All right. That's good to know. Just in case there's like your name gets called or something. You can't preempt it. You got to say it afterward. I know. I'm such a rule follower or something like that. Chris never wins. Lots of pilgrims. That's the one thing I'm going back with from this trip is a lot of women's quarters that I was not finding back home from last year. I've got plenty from other years, but last year I just don't seem to be able to find very many of them. That's because it's rigged. Go Cowboys. What? Another Cowboys fan here? What? Some of them got struck in the dollar planchet. Yeah, could be. All right, last roll, guys. Then we're going to do our EOS. We'll fill the time. Life is like a roll of toilet paper. The closer to the end it gets, the faster it goes. I have never heard anybody put it that way, but I do see what you're saying. That is funny. Very good stuff there, BH. Every once in a while, I find a really nice looking state quarter or something and decide I'm just going to hang on to that one. And that way, if I end up with like an extra roll of all the really nice ones, maybe I got something to start a new book with for somebody. No, not going to be anything much more in this roll, it doesn't look like. Nothing in that roll. So that will bring the roll hunting to an end. Let's go over and get into an EOS giveaway. Guys, make sure that you have clicked the link at the bottom of the chat so that you can get in on this. Thank you for hanging with me through some technical difficulties. And a can of pop. Coke Zero Cherry. Don't squeeze the Sherman. Good advice. End of obligated service. EAOS though? Huh? Okay. Let's go take a look at it. Should be on that screen. So I think we've got it there. All right, it looks a little different because I'm using a different one. I just used the first one that popped up, but I think we're in good shape. It's not an exclamation point GAW. It's a comment left. Interesting, Chris. Interesting. Email me that one, Chris. That might be that's tempting. It's a tough year to bet though, because with Mahomes coming off of a knee and a few questionable decisions and stuff like that, I'm intrigued, but I'm not committed yet this year. All right, so hopefully everybody has had a chance to get in. I hope the circle is not overlapping anything. I've got unique authors selected, not including replies because I know that's where my comments were. We're only going to have one winner. I don't know what these advanced options are. Oh, I can do a specific text search between dates. Interesting. This might be good to use in the future. I don't know. Let's try it out and see if it works for us today. If your name is called, please say here. If it's not, here is not what you need to say. You know how this works. My name is Tim. Well, my name is Jeff. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and pick the name. I'll give you, to the best of my ability, a one. Well, hold on. I've got a stopwatch here. I can do a 1 minute. There, 1 minute. And I will hit go once we have a name. If we don't hear from you within a minute, we will redraw. So good luck, everybody. Let me refresh this just to be sure. 74 comments are in. Good luck, everybody. First name is... What? Mike Schleiz. Mike Schleiz. Happy Sunday. Good luck on the hunt for Silva. Mike Schleiz, if you're here, your name is been called. You are on the clock. If he's somewhere else, I'm sure somebody will say something that don't need it. Mike Schleiz is here. He is saying, I'm here. Thank you. Man, that is the best way to say that you're here, you know? Mike Schleiz, you're going to get that EOS foreign coin 5 wheat cent set, war nickel, and a 90% dime. Mike Schleiz. I remember when I first met you, I couldn't say that name. I think I got it. I think I actually got it right, Schleiz, but then I was like, Schleiz, what? All right, there's all the pertinent information written down from today. All the winners, all the people that have gotten stuff. I will do my best to keep it together, you know. I'm going to do what I can to keep things in the right order. So anyhow, we will talk with you again another time, guys. Let me drop this out. You get to see all of me, or at least enough of me now. The bigger version of me, I guess. So, well, that didn't work. So I didn't even play the end of stream thing. Well, it's not our typical end of stream. So, well, hey guys, we got about a minute, so let's get to it. Thank you guys for hanging in there on what was a rocky start. Thank you for the people that bought rolls, Elizabeth, Colonels, Janelle Sonoda, and oh no, not that guy. Congratulations to all our winners, and thank you for all the gifted memberships. I really do appreciate all that. And yeah, I think there's a moose that might have a little something on his mind. Remember to take care of the people that you appreciate the most. Tell them that you care before it's too late. And there you go, Jim Thompson. Take care all, be safe, and God bless. That sums it up perfectly. All right, what's on your mind, Moose?
Sorry, folks, we're closed for 2 weeks to clean and repair America's favorite family fun park. Sorry.
All right. Don't have any scroll for you on this one, but here's some music. Good night. Many of you still watching. That's it. Good night.